What's wise, my people? What's wise out there? You know what I'm talking about. It's wise thoughts, wise moves, wise clues for you guys to be wise too. You know what I'm saying? Ha ha ha. Yeah, we finna talk about this right here real quick. You know where I'm coming from? We're gonna talk about this right here.
It's talking about giving back.
Giving back. That's what we're gonna talk about right here. I was into a story about my parents, right? Giving the last jar of mustard away, giving the last loaf of bread to the neighbors, allowing the neighbors to run water hose from the house to fill up their tubs so they can take showers or baths and things like that. Feed the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? What my parents did. I was talking about what you program in your brain. The brain is almost like a computer, right? So what you program in your brain is what the brain is gonna think. And what I mean by that is this right here. Whatever's programmed up there, you're gonna get wisdom. It's gonna come to you to how to do it better than it was done, or maybe just do it the same way as it was done. You know where I'm coming from? So all my life, like I said as a kid, I watched my parents always give. Give. Y'all heard what I just said? I watched my parents give to everybody. Family members, and neighbors. So when they say thou shalt love the neighbor, I watched and saw it in work. You know, so that's why I keep saying to you guys, really, that about the Bible. The Bible is riddles inside the Bible. You know where I'm coming from? The Bible don't have the answer in it. The Bible have riddles in there. Through the experience that you go through in life, you know where I'm coming from? Or by you being teachable, you're gonna be able to break the riddles, you know. So I say that to say this. I watched my parents do God's work as kids. As a kid, I mean, you know. Then you got these other uh, certain people talking about how their parents was this, if they from North Highlands, their parents this, their parents this, their parents that. I'm from North Highlands too, right? If you from North Highlands, then you understand what I understand. Wasn't too many families in North Highlands out there that will give you their last loaf of bread or their last jar of mustard or allow you to run a water hose from their house or feed you or, you know, allow you. We was like in North Highlands, we was like one of the, it was a few other families, but we was one of the families who, the first family who had a Atari. So some of y'all guys wouldn't even know about this. Before they come out with the PlayStations and Nintendos and all of those Xbox stuff, it was Ataris. You know where I'm coming from? So we was one of the first families in North Highlands with an Atari. And how I know about this, because I was the baby, right? My older brother had his friends, my other brother had their friends, and I was the baby, right? And like I said, I watched my parents do God's work. So the kids that didn't have the Ataris, you know what I'm saying, I watched them stack all in our room and play the Atari all day long. And I used to go cry to my moms and my parents all the time. They ain't letting me play. Yeah, they ain't letting me play. You know what I'm coming from? So I used to go in there and put the game in there that I knew how to play. That'd take me a long time to play it because I knew how to play it good. I think it was called Asteroid. You know, a lot of y'all ain't gonna know this, but if you're old school, you know what I'm talking about. See, Asteroid, you know, this game right here, you can turn it over if you know how to play it real good. You know, it take a long time to play it. So I'll play that and make them all sit there and watch me. They'll get mad at me and then they'll leave, go outside. You know, that's when back in the day, if you wasn't playing this attire, you was either outside playing flag football, not flag football, excuse me for that, scratch that out, touch football in the streets. And there was two man touch under the waist. You know where I'm coming from? But if you was in the grass on the sideline in the grass, that's the only time they'll tackle you. You know where I'm coming from? That's how crazy them guys was back then. They'll tackle your buddy in the concrete. Yeah, that's what I was raised around, that type of stuff and knowing how to go. But what I'm saying is, I watched my parents them do God's work as a kid. You know where I'm coming from? So this is the reason why I speak the way I speak on this podcast shows, because my brain is programmed to what I saw growing up. You know where I'm coming from? Giving back, helping people. You know what I'm saying? Find ways to fix problems. You know where I'm coming from? So yeah, that's why I say what I'm saying today. You know where I'm coming from? I watched my parents do this, so that's what I try to do. Even though I'm not in a position to do it, I still try to do it. You know where I'm coming from? Yeah, but we're gonna get off of that and gonna talk about this real quick and then we're gonna get on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about Young Thugger one more time. I said this in the last episode, but I'm gonna say it again. Young Thugger, right? I seen him on a podcast show the other day. You know, people was asking him a few questions about certain things. He's answering the questions and everything, but you could see in his eyes that he was cheering up. You know where I'm coming from? Let me say that. If you really watching how you get down. And then he also said, this is what touched me right here when he said this. He want people to feel sorry for him for the things he done, right? He want people to feel sorry for the mistakes he done made. But I'm gonna say this before I get up out of here. How can we feel sorry for the mistakes you made when everyone wasn't blessed with the gift that you was blessed with? But they do have the talent and the artwork that you have. And what I mean by that is this. It's people that can rap just like you can. It's people that can drop tracks and make beats and all that just like you can. But they don't get no one to look at them or no one to come give them a record deal like they gave you. You know what I'm saying? So this is just my opinion right here. I can't feel sorry for a person like you when you've been blessed with what you've been blessed with and you chose to make the mistakes and destroy your blessings. You know where I'm coming from? There's no way that I can feel sorry for you. Maybe those who look up to you can, but I can't. And I'm the wise guy. That's probably why. You know what I'm saying? And this is wise thoughts, wise moves, wise clues for you guys to be wise too. Like and subscribe. You know where I'm coming from. And leave me a comment. I swear to God on my blunt. And I'm up out of here.